Ismaili flag and its importance. Green color, its special features. The Ismaili flag contains rich green color with a red strip descending from left upper corner to the bottom of right side, making a cross mark in the flag. The nature of the characteristics which the Ismaili flag acquired green and red colors from the historical context will be explored briefly here. Green, akhtar, is synonymous with nature. For the Arabs, as for many other people, green is the symbol of good luck, of natural fertility, of vegetation, of youth. For Islam, the green standard of the Prophet and the green clock of Ali ibn Abu Talib have become the very imbalance of the religion. As a beneficent color, green belongs so naturally to the popular spirit of the Arabs that their colloquial language is full of expression, where this color symbolizes joy, gaiety, or success. Giving the description of green, the Holy Quran also says, reclining on the green cushion and beautiful carpets. Surah number 55, ayah number 76. And do you not see the God sends down water from the cloud, so the earth becomes green? Surah number 22, ayah number 63. In Syria, a green land is also used in describing a lucky person. To wish somebody a good year, one uses the expression green year, and when one takes up residence in a new dwelling, green leaves of beet are hung there as a token of good luck. In Morocco, the expression, my stirrups are green means, I bring the rain when I travel into an area where it is awaited. The Prophet himself declared, the sight of green is agreeable to the eyes as the sight of a beautiful woman. The color green, said Al-Sinnani, is the most appropriate to the secret of the mystery of mysteries. Johann L. Fleischer writes that Najmuddin Kubra gives an exact description of the revelations of colored lights that occur to the initiate during his spiritual training. There are dots and spots and circles. The soul passes through periods of black color and of black and red spots until the appearance of the green color indicates that divine grace is near. Green has always been considered the highest and heavenly color. The emerald is thought to avert evil, and its green color, the color of paradise, gave this stone a special place in Muslim thought. Thus, according to a saying, the guarded tablet, Lohe Mahfuz, on which everything is written from pre-eternity, consists of abundant green emeralds. In Islamic cosmology, Mount Kaf, encircling the terrestrial world, is made of green, whose color is reflected by the celestial vault. According to Encyclopedia World Art, green was probably the color of the Prophet himself and of his descendant through his daughter Fatima. This color is mentioned in the Quran and was considered the restorative and healthful color of paradise itself. Abu Rimta Rif'at al-Taimi relates, I saw the Prophet wearing two green garments. Ibn Yala narrates, I saw the Prophet circumambulating round the Kaaba wearing a green sheet passing under his armpit. It is related that the Prophet left behind 3 robes which were mostly worn at the time of battle, and of these one was made of green brocade. Anna Mary Schimel writes in her Deciphering the Signs of God that one thing is clear. Green is always connected with paradise and positive, spiritual things, and those who are clad in green. The subspush of Persian writings are angels of saints. That is why in Egypt, Muslims would put green material around tombstones. It should foreshadow paradise. Green is also the color of Prophet, and his descendants would wear a green turban. Red color and its special features. Red is the color of fire and blood. It is linked with the vital force. It is gushing color, hot and male. Unlike green, Adam signifies red in Hebrew. The red sulfur, Kibrit Ahmar, of Islamic esotericism denotes universal man. Abdullah Numair narrates on the authority of Al-Bari, who said, I have never seen anyone more attractive and elegant in a red cloak than the Prophet. Jabir bin Abdullah also narrates, the Prophet put on his red sheet on the Eid and Friday. Abu Juhayfa Wahab bin Abdullah relates, I saw the Prophet in Mecca at Batha. He was in a tent made of red leather. Bilal came out with water which the Prophet had made his ablutions. Then he came out wearing a red mantle. According to Ahadith Matnavi, the Prophet once said, red rose is a part of God's glory. While studying the color symbolism of the Sufi garments, it is learned that red was preferred by the Badawiyya in Egypt. Significant features of green and red colors together. Ibn Khaldun writes in Muqaddimah that Khatija asked what garment he liked best to wear during revelation, and the Prophet replied, white and green ones. Whereupon she said that it was an angel, meaning that green and white are the colors of goodness and of the angels. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal writes that when the revelation came, the Prophet covered his head with almost green mantle. His face grew red, he snored as one asleep or rattled like a young camel. After some time, he recovered. Ibn Athar writes that when the Prophet handed over his green banner to Ali bin Abu Talib during the Battle of Khabar, he proceeded towards the fort. On that occasion, Ali had worn a red sheet on his body. The famous tradition has that once Imam Hussain and Hassan mounted on the shoulders of Holy Prophet when they were yet small boys. Imam Hussain wore a red garment while his elder brother was in green dress. Being asked why both brothers were in different dresses, the Prophet said, this Hassan will fight for the restoring peace in religion, while Hussain will sacrifice for the cause of Islam. It ensues from this tradition that the agency of peace in sacrifice is symbolized in green and red colors in Islam. Ibn Jabir, who went on a pilgrimage to Mecca on August 22, 1183, described the cover of Kaaba. The outside of Kaaba, on all its four sides, is clothed in coverings of green silk and with cotton wraps, and on their upper parts is a band of red silk, on which is written the words, verily, the first house founded for mankind was that at Mecca. Fariduddin Athar, the famous Sufi saint, writes in Musbit Nama that the master Pir is the red sulphur and his breast the green ocean, who does not make collyrium for his eyes from the dust of the master, may die pure or impure. Kabarbiya, one of the Sufi orders, developed an elaborate color symbolism. Najmuddin Kubra, one of the saints, speak green with tranquility and red with gnosis. Furthermore, Prophet Ibrahim is symbolized as the red color, the aspect of the heart, and the Prophet Muhammad as the green color, the point connected with the divine reality. Mukhi Qasim Musa, the state agent of the Imam, had been entrusted to take with him the bier of Imam Agha Ali Shah to be buried in Najaf. He left behind an important description of his journey. Mentioning the worth of the bier, he writes, the inner and the outer parts of the bier were wrought in silver filigree, and nothing was left in its expenses. A big green umbrella was spread over the bier, which was crossed by a red stripe. 4 persons lifted the umbrella, whose 4 sides were decorated with banners. Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah ascended on the throne of Imamat at the age of 7 years, 9 months and 16 days on August 17, 1885. His enthronement ceremony was solemnized at the Bombay Darkhana Jamaat Khana on Friday, September 1, 1885. On that historic occasion, he sat on the oblong wooden throne surrounded by the elder persons of the community. The most striking feature was that the oblong cushion inside the throne was absolutely green, and the Imam sat in the center of the red attire. It explicitly depicted an image of the present design of the smiley flag. It must be known that both ruby and pearl are the Quranic terms, having natural colors of red and green respectively. Ruby is a transparent red gemstone, variety of mineral corundum. Rubies vary in color from pale to deep red, also called the pigeon blood. On the other hand, the pearl is a substance forming the inner layers of the shells of nacreous mollusks, as pearl oyster, abloons, etc., having rich green color. The Holy Quran contains following mention in Yaqut and Marjan that Ka anuha Yaqut wal Marjan Yara Avad Amul Moti Mahi Najadashi Ki Manak Mata Chaya, meaning, O friends, precious and durable pearls are in paradise with rubies inlaid on it. In 1905, a Russian scholar, Dr. C. Inostraintsev, had published an interesting article in Russian based on the sources of Makrizi, Ibn Tagribardi, and Kalkashandi. The article deals the solemn procession of the Fatimids in which the Imam himself participated on New Year's Day. According to the description, the ornament which of the Imam used to wear on his turban was a sort of crescent made of finest rubies of immense value, the like of which could not be found in the world. The rubies were fixed on a piece of silk which was lightly stitched to the turban. This crescent had the name Hafir, that is, horseshoe. Inside it, they used to fix the yatima, means uncomparable, that is, a pearl of the size and the color that were unique in the world. It was surrounded by smaller but also immensely precious green pearls. Around all these there was a string of fine emeralds. All these was fixed in such a way as to be above the forehead of the Imam, who wore no other ornaments. The notion of green and red emerges in addition while pondering minutely over the following Quranic verses. And the herbs and the trees do adore. Therein, Surah number 55, Ayah 6. Therein is fruit and palms having sheathed clusters. Surah number 55, Ayah 11. And when the heaven is rent as under, then it becomes red like red hide. Surah number 55, Ayah 37. And for him who wears to stand before his Lord are two gardens. Surah number 55, Ayah 46. Dark green in color. Surah number 55, Ayah 64. In both are fruits and palms and pomegranates. Surah number 55, Ayah 68. The essential features of green and red colors have been mentioned above in the historical context. In sum, the green color in smiley flag symbolizes joy, gaiety, prosperity, and peace, while the broad red diagonal on it connotes sacrifice. Wazir Dr. Peer Muhammad Hudbhoy, the then president of the Ismailiya Association for Pakistan, had made a humble submission to the Imam in his letter of October 8, 1954, asking the interpretation of green and red colors of the smiley flag. In reply, the Imam sent the following letter that 16th October 1954. My dear Hudbhoy, in reply to your letter of 8th October, the colors of our family are, as you know, red and green. The reason being that we represent both the offices of Shah and the Peer. The Shah was Hussain and the Peer was Hassan. Hassan and the Peer's color of green. But the Hussein's martyrdom was so enormous in events and was so opposed to even the smallest laws of war that the color of his holy blood, namely red, was accepted with the green of the Prophet's flag as a souvenir and remembrance of that terrible day. For further details regarding the meaning of the Imam's message, read Shah and Peer, its meaning in Appendix 3. On March 14, 1957, Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah sent an inspiring message to the Ismailiya Association for Kenya for the Ismaili youth of Mombasa. In his message, the Imam said, younger members of the community should offer themselves for services with the view to become Wazins. I have much confidence in youth. They can help with energy and they will keep the flag flying. It will be interesting to learn that Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah symbolically applied the terms of banner and standard in the titles he invested to the few eminent persons. For instance, he conferred the title of the Banner of the Divine Light upon Waris Isa Nanji at Bombay on December 31, 1933. The Imam invested a posthumous title of the Standard Bearers of the Real Believers to Peer Sabzali at Bombay on December 14, 1938. He is also reported to have crowned the title of the Banner of Smileism to a certain leader of Madras at Bombay on December 30, 1927.